The member for the District of Labrador West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is indeed an honour and a privilege to rise in this honourable House today, representing the great district of Labrador West. I first want to thank the residents of Wabash and Labrador City for putting their trust in me and the Liberal Party of Newfoundland and Labrador on November the 30th. I also want to acknowledge my honourable opponents, Nick McGraw of the Progressive Conservative Party and Ron Barron of the New Democratic Party, for running great and respectful campaigns. I also want to thank Nick for his past 4 years of service to the District of Labrador West. Winning a provincial election comes with a lot of hard work and dedication from a large group of dedicated people. I am very thankful and proud of my campaign team under the chairmanship of Toby Leon. Because of his leadership and the great individuals we had on our team, we were successful on election night. A campaign can only be successful through good organization and strategic execution of a good plan. I can honestly say our team did a fantastic job, and I'm very grateful for the outcome. Support of family and great friends is always paramount in politics. Thank you to my wife, Audrey, for believing in me and supporting me on this great journey. To my son, Michael, daughter, Michelle, their spouses, and our 5 grandchildren, thank you for your love and unwavering support. I am so very proud of all of you. Mr. Speaker, today, Labrador West is experiencing significant challenges, as are all the other areas of the provinces, but challenges that can be overcome with everyone working towards a common goal. Through cooperation and hard work, challenges can be transformed into opportunities. The closing of Wabash mines has had a significant impact on the residents of Wabash and Labrador West in general. And I want to first recognize the tremendous impact the closure has had on retirees and the 2,400 pension plan members of Wabash Mines. Not only those in Labrador West, but also those who have chosen to move to other parts of the province, other parts of the country, yes, and indeed other parts of the world. They are present in all our districts. They are people who, in many cases, dedicated their entire working career to a company, only to see their pensions now reduced by 21% for the unionized workers and 25% for the non-unionized workforce. This, by the very same company that continues to operate and reap benefits and profits in other countries. It really does indicate the company's abandonment and lack of compassion for their employees. It is indeed a sad and unfortunate situation those people find themselves in today. We are talking about pensioners, and in many cases, widows, who have not only seen their pensions reduced, but have also witnessed the cancellation of their health and retirement benefits. I can assure you, and the people of Wabash and Labrador City, that our government is working to do what we can to see this injustice addressed. We are supporting our federal counterparts in their efforts to amend federal legislation so that workers are protected in those situations. The Companies Creditors Arrangement Act, better known as CCAA, must be amended so that pensioners are a priority on the creditors list. However, Mr. Speaker, we have seen booms and busts before. This is no different, and there is still reason for hope. The iron ore markets are showing signs of recovery and will eventually rebound to a sustainable level. I am confident that smoke, steam, yes, dust, will someday again rise from the stacks of Wabash mines. Our government is very supportive of the ongoing efforts in the potential sale of Wabash mines. My colleagues, the Premier, the Minister of Natural Resources, the Minister of Environment and Conservation, and the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Service NL have all been deeply involved in this most important issue and will continue to be until there is a resolution. Mr. Speaker, just the mayor's mere stone's throw away, at the Iron Ore Company of Canada, operations are running at capacity, with a lofty target of 23 million tonnes of production for 2016. Productivity has improved tremendously, and costs have been significantly reduced to sustain the operation at a time when iron ore prices are at their lowest in many, many years. However, while productivity and costs are being optimized, the operation is not without its challenges. Labour relations between the Steelworkers Union and the company are strained, but progress is being made on that front as well. Again, our government has played a significant role through the input of the Premier, the Minister responsible for the Labour Relations Agency, the Labour Relations Agency themselves, and the efforts of all our Labrador MHAs. In fact, just a few weeks ago, the Premier met with both the President of Local 5795 and the President and CEO of IOC to discuss labour relations and other issues regarding the sustainability of the operation. Negotiations have begun between the company and the union to address the high number of outstanding grievances and arbitration cases. A sustainable plan is being put in place to get all of the laid-off employees back to work in the near future. To date, 19 of the 29 labourers and janitors who saw their job class eliminated altogether have been recalled. We will continue to support the union's efforts until all of them are back on the job site. Mr. Speaker, iron ore mining is the backbone of the economy of Labrador West. Because of our mining wealth, the region has historically been a significant contributor to the province's economy. We have been mining the rich ore of the Labrador Trough since 1954. And you remember Joey's slogan, first ore in 54. With years and years of resources still remaining to be tapped. Mining is our past, mining is our present, and mining will continue to be our future. However, it is in times like today that we realize that our reliance on mining alone can bring prosperity, but it can also bring many challenges. That is why we cannot continue down the path of one industry towns to ensure our sustainability as a region. If there ever was a call to arms for economic diversification, and we heard the member from Mount Pearl North refer to it today, well, this is it. Our government believes in Labrador West, and we will be a partner with all levels of government in its diversification plans. As an example, one thing that Labrador is well known for is its long, cold winters. Unfortunately, we have not sufficiently tapped into the opportunities that may exist within that environment. It is a matter of using those conditions to our advantage. I am pleased to report that there is an industry that has finally taken advantage of Labrador's climatic conditions, the data warehousing industry. Because of the tremendous heat it produces, the cost of maintaining data storage sites in warmer climates is becoming unsustainable. Well, guess what? They are moving north. We now have 2 developments, with the possibility of a third, that are moving their operations to Labrador West, where the climate and the cost of electricity are much more receptive to their operations. Although they may not generate large numbers of jobs yet, they do generate investment in our communities and employment at a time when each and every job is important. Mr. Speaker, that is the true definition of diversification. The opportunities around winter tourism are endless, and we have barely scratched the surface in reaching its full potential. Labrador West has some of the best winter tourism attractions in the world, with its cross-country ski trails at Medahek, downhill skiing at Smoky Mountain, our White Wolf snowmobile trails, and the many other outdoor infrastructure that we have in the region. Just this past weekend, Smoky held a reunion that saw many of our past residents return for 4 days of festivities. Our diversification and economic plan will concentrate heavily on developing more of those opportunities. Now, speaking of tourism, Labrador West and Labrador as a whole has just witnessed the most grueling snowmobile race in the world, touching all regions of the Big Land, Kane's Quest. A record-breaking 37 teams signed up to race, with 14 of them crossing the finish line. This year, being the 10th anniversary, saw the first ever team from outside North America, Team Finland. I know the organizers are expanding efforts to attract other international competitors. Hopefully, Team Finland is just the first of many participants from around the world in future races. I want to commend the organizers and all the volunteers from across Labrador who worked tirelessly in the past 2 years to make this event possible. The publicity resulting from Kane's Quest has truly put Labrador on a world stage. Fans from all over the world were watching the race on their screens as well. From March the 1st until the race was over, the canesquest.com website received hits from 77 different countries, had 76,513 unique visitors, and received 1.33 million page views, far surpassing the stats of 2014. I was in my district for the start and the finish of Kane's Quest, and Mr. Speaker, I saw firsthand the economic impact that a race like this can bring to the region. Hotels were full, restaurants were full, and the whole town was just abuzz. On Saturday evening, a banquet was held to honor all the participants, with Team Maine, Team Alberta, and Team Saskatchewan placing first, second, and third, respectively. Nevertheless, and I said it at the banquet, all 37 teams are winners for having the courage to enter this grueling race. And my colleague, the member for Torngat Mountains, has really summed it up best in these few words to the racers. Labrador has once again made superstars out of all of you. Your endurance, your attitude towards your fans, your goodwill towards each other, and your sportsmanship is something that will leave a lasting impression on all of us. The quest may be over, but the stories of camaraderie, sportsmanship, determination, hardship, and celebration will last forever. Mr. Speaker, municipal governments are very important to the sustainability of any region. Nowhere is that more evident today than in Wabash and Labrador City. As a result of the closure of Wabash mines, the town of Wabash saw a significant reduction in revenue with the loss of their grant in lieu of taxes. Our province has stepped up to the plate with a 3-year funding program to replace that loss. However, without the restart of Wabash mines or a new major source of revenue, the town of Wabash will be challenged to meet its future financial and municipal service obligations. I commend Mayor Colin Vardy and his council for taking such a responsible and pragmatic approach to its budgeting challenges, and commit my support to them in meeting the challenges ahead. This past year, the town of Labrador City also saw a 15% reduction in its grant in lieu from the Iron Ore Company of Canada, posing a significant challenge to their 2016 budget. The Minister of Municipal Affairs granted an extension to the town of Labrador City that resulted in a revised budget containing several cost-cutting measures. Mayor Karen Olford and her council are also being commended for their fiscal approach to an unexpected reduction in revenue. Mr. Speaker, I was born and raised in Lancyclare, in the Labrador Straits, in the beautiful district of Cartmike-Lancyclare. I moved to Labrador West from the Labrador coast in 1973, working as a summer student with Wabash Mines, and proceeded on to a 30-year career with the Iron Ore Company of Canada. It was there that I met my wife, Audrey. We raised a family, and we are still very proud today to call Labrador West our home. After a number of years of volunteering with the Kinsman organization, I became involved in municipal politics in Labrador City in 1989 and enjoyed 20 years on the Labrador City Town Council, 8 of them as mayor. I also had the privilege of serving on the provincial municipal body, then known as Newfoundland and Labrador Federation of Municipalities, now Municipalities Newfoundland and Labrador, serving as president from 2007 to 2009. I'm also very proud to have been recognized by my federal peers by being inducted into the Honor Roll of the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. It was through my involvement in municipal politics that I first met many of my colleagues now sitting here in the House of Assembly. I've always considered municipal government as the first level of government and the government closest to the people, and is where many provincial and federal politicians first got their training wheels removed. Mr. Speaker, many people have come and gone in Labrador West since the incorporation of the town 56 years ago, but many still remain. I want to recognize the pioneers and seniors who contributed to the growth of the region and have chosen to make Labrador West their retirement home. Labrador City celebrated its 50th anniversary of incorporation in 2011, and Wabash will be doing the same in 2017. Their contributions cannot be forgotten. As in many other communities in Newfoundland and Labrador, seniors are a very important part of any community profile. Labrador West is no different. Seniors remain a very active group within the community and continue to contribute to the social well-being of Labrador West. As a government, we need to be respectful of their contributions to society and recognize them for their dedication and service. Communities are built on volunteers. This week, being Volunteer Appreciation Week, I want to recognize all of the volunteers, both past and present, who have made significant contributions to Wabash and Labrador City. Labrador West has always been known for its tremendous volunteer base through service clubs, sports groups, and many other nonprofit organizations. The contributions made by these organizations could never be measured in dollars and cents. In fact, Mr. Speaker, they are priceless. The recent boom in the mining industry resulted in a significant shift in demographics in Labrador West. As a result of record employment opportunities, we saw many young families move there and invest heavily in their futures. Housing prices soared to record levels, only to see them fall quickly with the sudden downturn, leaving many families in very challenging situations. The boom also saw the arrival of many members of the Filipino community through the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Many of them have gained their citizenship and have chosen to make Labrador West their permanent home. They have integrated well into the community and have earned the respect of all our residents. Despite the recent downturn, the future remains bright for Labrador West. We have experienced downturns in the past because of the cyclical nature of the mining industry. The future is in our hands. By working together, we will weather the storm. We've been knocked down before, and we will pick ourselves back up again. I look forward to working with my Labrador colleagues, the member for Torngat Mountains, Randy, the member for Cartwright-Lanceclair, Lisa Dempster, the member for Lake Melville, Minister Perry Trimper, the Premier as Minister of Labrador and Aboriginal Affairs, and the MP for Labrador, Ms. Yvonne Jones, as we address the challenges that lie ahead. Together with our Labrador and Aboriginal Affairs staff, we will be a stronger Labrador. As a result, we will be a stronger province, and we will have a stronger tomorrow. In closing, I want to thank, once again, the residents of Labrador West for giving me this great opportunity to represent you in the House of Assembly, together with my constituency assistant, who we often tend to forget, Sabrina Hunt. We are here to help you in any way we can. I am very impressed with her accomplishments in the past 3 months. To the residents of Labrador West, your issues are our issues. Together, we will find solutions. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.